Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Caspa video. Before we get into it, could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? All right, we'll take a look at a price, a couple other things, but today we're going to be talking about bias. So let's get into it. Caspa 16.37 cents. You can see it's up 1.2%. Market's down about 1.1%. Hash rate still looking good there, 770, bouncing around. I haven't looked at the mining pools, see what Binance is doing. Number 8 spot, so they went down a little bit. Keeping an eye on that. And going to be talking about things like confirmation bias. Before I look at that, we'll look at the number 7th wallet. Picked up another 800,000 Caspa. So number 5 wallet, number 7 wallet have been loading up. Apparently, the Bitcoin value is surpassed the pound and silver. Someone posted that, but I've shared the link and the description of these couple videos talking about mind traps, different bias that we have. There's so many of them that I can't cover them all, but I shared these 2 videos, and there might be another one. They go pretty fast. They're kind of long, and I think it's good life exercise. Obviously, there's so many different biases, and you can see sometimes like religions or media or different things. There's so much repetition that you build up these bias we're not even aware of. And I think it fits into Caspa, your crypto investments. If you get a confirmation bias and all you ever listen to is that it's going to be great, this and that. Now, I know most of you guys are, most people are real smart, and they probably, kind of question things once in a while. Not everyone believes it's going to be $15 next year. I've seen people say that, maybe it's a buck, or, we're all over the map there. And this doesn't mean go watch Jerry Banfield, because he's kind of a douchebag, and bless his heart. But he's just really an ICP shill. So that's not the right thing. But when you look at, like, say, Terra Luna, a lot of people were bobbing on Do Kwon's knob last time. And Luna was like a top 10 crypto, and a lot of people had, I mean, this is the type of thing that someone put up quite a bit of their money, maybe the majority of their value and their investments in. And once the stable coin, they figured out how to exploit that, it was done. And people's, $1 million turned into like a buck or 50 cents within just like a couple days. So it doesn't hurt to seek out, because it should reaffirm whatever religion you believe or crypto you believe. If you seek out some opinion that might go against what you think, it's easy to dismiss it. But in the end, if what you believe in is strong, then it should just be reaffirmed. And sometimes we don't seek that out. This was an interesting one where whatever the first thing is that you get to know of someone, or someone tells you about someone, is what sticks. So like this guy, they're Alan and Ben. And so him, Ben is envious and Alan's intelligent. They have the same traits: intelligent, industrious, impulsive, critical, stubborn, envious. So they have the exact same trait scale. But since you think that, your first thing with Alan is intelligent, then you find out he's a little bit stubborn and envious, and you just, oh, that's okay because he's intelligent. But then with Ben, you're like, he's intelligent and industrious, but he's trying to use that because he's envious. So it's like, it's pretty crazy how the mind works. And it's just something good to keep in mind. I'd recommend watching these 2 videos. I put links in the videos. They're well made. They're pretty easy to watch. And like this one is like some of the pricing. Whoops. Obviously the news, how you frame the events is huge in the news. Is one, like right here, 98% fat free versus 1% fat. So this one has less fat, but people end up buying that one with 98%. Here at the movie theater, it's just, you're basically paying the same amount of money per amount of popcorn you're getting, 3 for $7. This one's a little bit twice as big. Most people buy the cheaper one, but when they put another option in there at $6.50, it's a decoy, and people see this one as a higher value because this one is not that big, and this one's only 50 more cents, and they end up selling more popcorn. So part of this bias is these videos are good because, right here, you don't want to pay a 5% surcharge on buying gas, but if you have a 5% discount for paying cash, it's basically the same thing, but you're more likely to avoid the credit surcharge and not grab the 5% cash discount. So it's interesting how a lot of these are used as marketing tools, and you can see how people are controlled. Like repetition basically ends up people, and you see it in religions, media, government, propaganda. People pound that repetition in, and people start to believe something is truth. And so I think it's just healthy to take back. Doesn't mean that you do your research and you become confident with what you believe, but it's just see. All right, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hey Leroy, thanks for tuning in. Once you do your own research, you realize that Caspa is a great investment. Cas Maxi, thanks you. Yep. So I think in the end is you do your own research, and and if someone, you should be able to hold up and not, if someone says something, whatever it is, Caspa or whatever, Bitcoin, then, you can't be just completely averse to reading something negative about it. But in the end, if what you believe is strong, it should only be strengthened. And I think some of these are good for Caspa. I mean, it's just good, I think, to just go through some of these kind of mind trap biases, because you can also see how a lot of the world works and how people are controlled with the way they frame it with stuff with media, um, and how religions control people, because basically every religion says they're right. How the psychology of trying to sell things to people, uh, and just all that different stuff is framed. And with the internet now, there's a lot of different crap floating around. So, but I know that most people that watch these videos are not. Some people might have been seeing Caspa for the first time. It feels like most of my viewers are already invested in Caspa, so they've already done their research. They've already probably explored different things. Maybe they've already invested quite a bit. I know a lot of people say they're like 70, 80, and 90%, 100% invested in Caspa. You're not going to do that without doing the research, but I would recommend watching these. I think it's a good exercise. And some of these things, it just helps you be aware of what's going on in your mind and what's going on in the world. And that's basically about it. 100%. If your research, Caspa will not, it's the best. Yep. Austin, thanks for chiming in. Caspies. Caspa is so easy and cheap to use. Yep, it's fast, and with a lot of things on the horizon. So for me, is we don't know exactly what's going to come out, what's going to happen in the future. Some of that bias is just talking about how, we like to find patterns. So when people have charts and stuff, maybe the pi cycle top indicator uh, isn't right this time. I don't know. Just because it's been worked out pretty good, didn't call the second top on the last cycle. I think it's a good indicator that will probably be somewhere near the Bitcoin top, but doesn't mean it's going to be this time. Uh, and so, but I think that the thesis for Caspa doing good this bull run is solid. We know that if something gets listed on Binance, the price usually appreciates quite a bit, especially if it's not listed on Coinbase. If something's listed everywhere else but Binance, the Binance effect won't be as strong. If something's not listed on Binance or Coinbase, that effect will be stronger. We know that KRC20 is coming out this month or next month. That could be a big catalyst. We saw how much excitement there was last time. People like meme coins. We know that bigger players like Marathon Digital are getting in. So I think the thesis is solid, and but it doesn't hurt to step back and just kind of question. But you got to limit how much you question your beliefs in Caspa. I mean, at some point, you just can't spend all your day trying to find negative people. And I don't know. I've never really actually searched it, to be honest with you. So I don't even know how much stuff is out there, because basically the scientific method is form a question or hypothesis, gather evidence, and then test it. And you can't completely test Caspa, but so far it's been a great investment. The last year it's went up from basically 4 cents or just under up to 20 cents. So it's done a 5x, pulled back. You know, pretty much my average cost is about 6.5 cents. Um, so it's done pretty well. And it seems like, there's definitely a large portion of people in crypto that like proof of work. And Caspa is really setting itself apart. And I think the thesis is solid for it doing well this cycle and even beyond. And so, and I know most of everyone that's watching this has probably done the research and come to the same conclusions. Can you do a video showing how we buy memes when KRC20 comes out? Um, to the moon. Yeah, we can. I'll work on doing that. I think too. I want to make one that's only about mobile because I believe if you just use Casper-Bot, um, I think I covered that a little bit yesterday. But you just do Casper-Bot. Um, you should just be able to with Casper-Bot use your mobile phone with Telegram if you don't have a desktop computer. So I'd like to make one video. It's not a live stream. It's just a regular video, just dedicated to doing a mobile mint, and then that will really fire up once we get the announcement from Casplex, which haven't checked Casplex yet this morning. Once we get Casplex, nothing new there. Once we get the Casplex update, they'll probably give us a couple weeks, at least a week or two head start or heads up, notice of this coming. And then I want to make just a mobile specific one because I think right now Casper-Bot's the only way. But thanks, Leroy. Thanks for the requesting that, and I'll do that. And I guess that's all I got today, guys. Price is looking kind of basically sideways about what it's been, and hash rate's looking good. The fifth and seventh wallet have been just kind of the seventh wallet buys one day. It seems like the fifth wallet the next day. Could be exchanges. Got a couple of videos here about mind traps and bias. If you want to take a look, could be good for investments. And it also has lots of good stuff that just shows you how your mind works and how different organizations and groups can try to manipulate people into buying bigger products, more products, believing something. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Stay bullish and check out your biases. Thanks. Have a good day.